capital gains when an organization, when someone buy some stocks from the organization, and when the stocks are higher at prices, then they sell their stocks for money, and in dividends, uh, the stocks, when the company gets their profit, then the stakeholder will also share that profit. So, as we all know that there is a gap, because as we all know that the stock market is very unpredictable. So our research here works. So our research focuses on the forecasting of stock prices of Garuda Indonesia, a major airline stock whose code is GIA. The stock market is not only influenced by the internal organization, but also by the external. In this study, we incorporated IDR USD exchange along the stock price, aiming to create models that are better for the real world. Our objective is to identify which model is best for the betterment and the accurate and efficient model to support the financial predictions of the stocks. Now we see the literature review. Stock prices forecasting has traditionally models like MNR model, LSTM models, SBM models, RNN models are used for the stock forecasting. But recent research focuses on the transformer-based models like TFTs and gradient-based models like the XGBoost models. CNN models used to capture the local trends, profits are used for the seasonals and the trends. The assembles models show better performance in the hybrid. The auto ML model simplifies the model for the selection and the machine tuning that are for the advancement of the models. Now, we see the motivation for the proposed work. The key motivation for our work was to build on these previous studies by applying the multiple AI models on the same dataset. By doing this, we can compare the old models by the new models features on consistent input and feedback stock market. This cooperative approach helps to determine models perform best according to the which context. External macroeconomic factors are also includes like the IDR and USD exchange, because like the Indonesian market, that's very volatile. So new companies are investing, and stock market is very unpredictable. So we have to find which algorithm works best for finding the best stock prices. Now, proposed model. Our data includes the stock price daily and the Garuda Indonesia like exchange rates. First we do the input like the stock prices and the exchange rates that influence the market of the stock markets. Then we do the pre-processing like the normalization, features, engineering, emerging. Then the modeling. Modeling includes the data processing and that we have multiple linear regression like the support vector machines, short-term, temporary, and the main aim is to find the best model for our predictions. Then research workflow. The workflow followed the CRISP-DM model framework, which include the 6 steps: business understanding, data interpretation, data preparation, and evaluation, deployment, etc. This structure helps us to find out the best way and manage the project from the raw data to the financial or the final models. Now, result analysis. As we know that results are very crucial, so we evaluate all models using the standard matrices like I-square, MAP, MSE, and RMSE. We train the models in the 80-20 ratio, 80 for training and 20 for testing. Surprisingly, MLR, the old model, works more efficiently than the others because it achieved the highest R square value 0.922, and the SVM and LSTM follows the strong but slightly lower performance. Now, result analysis models also include the H2O AutoML model that performs the best because its R square value is large, but RSME, the error is very less. XGBoost and TFT follow closely accuracy and prediction. It's also good, but also depend on the demand and the use. CNN excelled in terms of short trends, profit capture seasonal effect. Surprisingly, MLR solved the cooperative, including IDR USD exchange rates boosted the model across the board. Now, conclusion. To conclude, our research shows that advanced AI models like AutoML, TFT, and XGBoost are powerful tools for financial forecasting, including external factors like the exchange rates and the market shows the model performance. In simple words, MLR models can also deliver the strong uh, results by with the right features. This study can guide the investors and the data scientists for the future and selecting the most suitable model for forecasting. Now, it can also open the future development options like real-time stock prediction systems. And these are the references that we used in our research. Best is H2ML, AutoML, because it uses the all algorithm and find the best way for it creates that will give a problem and the AutoML find the best solution for it by it includes many steps that you have to run, but AutoML runs all the steps on the behalf of you and find the best solution for the problem.
As this one step, so that one step data pre-processing. Can you explain what is data pre-processing?
In data pre-processing,
actually there is a 8-step in data pre-processing. Can you explain any
data pre-processing.
What is the meaning of data pre-processing? Actually, you have shown here what is that model? Previous slide.
In data pre-processing, like normalizing the values, right? Normalizing the values, and creating the lags and moving trends. There are 5 to 6 terms that are used in the pre-processing. Normalizing value, creating lags, moving averages, merging stock.
What is LSTM? What is LSTM?
Long short-term memory. Fast.
How do you basically missing value on the calculated price?
We can use the AutoML and this MLR method is also used.
That's why actually I asked the question what is the price mean and mode
Thank you so much, Sarma. move on to the next presenter, I would like to call Mr. Lavkesh Sharma, who is going to present a paper on the topic Cracking the Code, Unlocking the Future of Instant Connectivity.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Anushka, and along with my co-author Rakesh Sharma, we are delighted to present our topic, cracking the code on the future of instant connectivity. This presentation explores how QR have become a this presentation explores how QR have become a critical tool in a digital technology and growing security concerns that came with them. Uh, this is the table of content. First, we will see the introduction, then quick response scams, literature review, and motivation for proposed work. Then we will dive into the proposed model, QR security frameworks, and at last we will discuss about the result and conclusion. Let's see the introduction. Like in the era of driven by immediate and seamless digital interaction, QR response code or QR code have come to light as a vital bridge between the digital and the physical world. Through a single scan, a user can access multiple websites, services, and payments. The recent statistics indicates that 43.2% growth in QR code increase since 2022, and this is popular among the Gen Zs and millennials. But uh, uh, in all in the growth of QR code, there has been an increase in QR attacks also. The recent report has the alarming report has report there is an alarming report that says that 270% increase in QR phishing attacks that was reported in 2024. As you can see the graph, this clearly indicates that there is a slightly increase in the QR code uses, but the attacks were but there are major but the attacks were more as in 2024. So, what are the quick response scams? The first is the phishing link, in which the link will redirect you to the fake website, and the second is the payment diversions. This is the fake malicious code which represents a real QR codes, and the third one is the malware installation. This is common in Android devices that install a automatic app or malicious app in your phone by scanning a QR code. We have studied some all existing research paper, and the first research says the first research was the first research was this is the recent research of 2025 in which the David the, this is the recent research of 2025 in which the pure security codes and the countermeasures were discussed. Then the second was Marvin. Then the second was in 2024, which says that which tests the phishing or the QR attacks that has raised in the recent years. And the third was launched by Deloitte, in which the payment fraud that has taken place in from 2020 to 2024 has shown. And the fourth one is the privacy implications that has taken place through which we could save QR code from phishing or any kind of attacks. So what motivated us? The widespread adaptation of QR code, and the QR code was very effective in the pandemic time. But due to the emerging security risk and the lack of user awareness, there is a limitations in the current solution. So we try to explore we try to explore the more encrypted and authenticated way through which the QR code could be used, and we could close the security gaps to protect data. Now I would like to call my friend Lakesh to hand over the final slides.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lakesh Sharma, and now I explain the proposed model. So this proposed model is basically a working model, and now we take a real-time example to explain this. Now the real-time example is bank example. We all go to the bank. So the bank is generate as a the bank generates our QR code, and today's time we all using the PhonePe, Google Pay, GPay, all the scan PhonePe, and the bank is generates QR. What's the QR? Must we know about the QR code? How can QR code is generated? The module generated of QR code by the bank and give to the user, and then the user is authentic user means first we scan the QR code, and then if we found any thread in the QR code, and we scanning the QR code, then the process is not further defined, and this model and the bank is not giving a further information to the user. And if the thread is not found in a QR code, then the login and authentication given to the bank, and the process further. Now QR code security frameworks. We are using six type of security frameworks. They are first one is QR code generation, QR code scanning, and the authentication, QR code alert user, and the login authentication, validation, and the date. In other analysis, we can found 93% of accuracy of QR code, and next one, the false positiveness of 4%, and the 3% of false negative. In this research paper, we found about the QR code. How can a QR code is generated? How can we scan the QR code? What is the AI and ML purpose of the QR code? By using the AI and ML, we detect the thread in the QR code and so on. So that is the references engine which found about the attack security system. How can work on the security system and the solution. Thank you.
What is false font?
What is the meaning of false positive? Explain. What is the meaning of false positive? False positive means it क्या है? False positive.
जो हमारा जो खेल आता है
हमने ट्रेंड किया था, एक तो रिजल्ट दिया हुआ है और एक रिजल्ट प्रिडिक्ट हो रहा है, ये बीच में जो आएगी वो वैल्यू now बताओ what is possible. Actually concept is not very clear.
Sir, QR code is quick response, which is used output data. Sir, it is created by the data meta applications. It's a digital signatures application. So data signature is the application of the system to create a document. So QR code is basically the format of barcode. What the difference between barcode and QR code? Barcode is the vertically invented and this characters is less. Means its character is 4 characters included in the barcode. But in a QR code we include 400 characters in the text and the English one. Thank you.
Thank you, Lavkesh and Anushka. Now, I would like to call our next presenter, Muskan Agrawal, who is going to presenting a paper on the title Personalized Learning Pattern Analysis based on students' data.
Greetings to all, myself. Greeting to one and all, myself Muskan Agrawal. I am a student of MTech Computer Science from the Dialogue Education Institute.
Good morning everyone, my name is Gaurav Nusar. I am a previous student at Shahada University, Agra.
So we are going to present our seminar on the topic Personalized Learning Pattern Analysis based on students' data. So these are the table of content which we look further. Let's start with introduction. Recommendation system help users navigate platform by suggesting relevant content like training materials, articles, connections, thus preventing information overload. They are crucial for various online activities like news, music, video conferencing, shopping, information retrieval, recruitment, and online learning. It is valued in both commercial and research fields with ongoing efforts to improve recommendation quality. Now there are 3 types of recommendation approaches. First is content-based filtering approach. It recommends based on the features and attributes of the items. So basically कोई नया यूजर आया है तो उसका जो उसकी जो प्रेफरेंसेस है, उसका जो हिस्टोरिकल डेटा है एंड उसकी जो लाइकिंग है उसके बेसिस पे ये रिकमेंडेशन देता है. देन सेकंड इज कोलैबोरेटिव फिल्टरिंग अप्रोच. It recommends based on the preferences of similar users. Means जो इसमें 2 types of users को compare किया जाता है कि उनमें क्या similarities है, जो उन्होंने items use किए हैं उसमें क्या similarity है उसको compare करके recommendation provide करता है. And the third one is hybrid approach. It combines both collaborative and content-based filtering approach. Basically, we use it because it solves the code start problem. Like जैसे कोई यूजर नहीं आया है तो उसकी कोई हिस्ट्री नहीं है अगर, तो वो कोड स्टार्ट प्रॉब्लम है कि वो कैसे सॉल्व हो. तो कंटेंट बेस्ड फिल्टरिंग जो यूजर का प्रेफरेंसेस होते हैं जो सेलेक्ट करता है उसके बेसिस पे रिकमेंडेशन प्रोवाइड करता है. दैट्स व्हाई वी यूज हाइब्रिड अप्रोच हियर. Now motivation for the proposed.
Motivation for the proposed work. Today's classrooms are filled with students who have diverse learning styles, preferences, and needs, but traditional teaching methods often fall in short meeting these individual differences. Personalized learning powered by data and recommendation system offer a solution of creating customized education experiences that improve engagement, motivation, and outcomes. This project leverages technologies like machine learning to analyze learning patterns and deliver tailored study plans and resources. By doing so, it aims to make education more adaptive, student focused, and effective, ensuring that every learner receives the support they need to succeed.
Now the proposed model. In this, we take learner's profile and learner's preferences and the training courses as the input data. Then, on the basis of these three, it recommends and provides the best recommendation to the users. So the result analysis is this table shows the scores of interest for the subject, and this table shows the degree of willingness of the student. Means here जो स्टूडेंट के जिस सब्जेक्ट में क्या इंटरेस्ट क्या विलिंगनेस है उसको चूज करने की उसके बेसिस पे और उसकी प्रेफरेंसेस की बेसिस पे हम उसको बेस्ट रिकमेंडेशन प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं जिससे वो अपने एकेडमिक्स बेटर परफॉर्म कर सकता है फॉर द फ्यूचर. So the conclusion is personalized learning is effective through recommender system that provide relevant and user-friendly educational content. The paper introduces a new e-learning recommendation system for learning topics and courses that engage learners. It improves the quality of learning recommendations, particularly from the pedagogical perspective. So these are the references used for this paper. Thank you so much. We have used collaborative filtering approach and content-based filtering approach. वो यूज़ किए हैं जिसकी हेल्प से वो रिकमेंड करेगा यूजर्स को एंड स्टूडेंट्स को कि कैसे अकेडमिक्स में बेटर परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं. मीन्स लर्नर्स की प्रोफाइल, उनके प्रेफरेंसेस, उनके लाइक्स डिसलाइक्स एंड उनके हिस्टोरिकल. यस सर. मशीन लर्निंग मॉडल्स, कंटेंट बेस्ड फिल्टरिंग एंड कोलैबोरेटिव फिल्टरिंग. Ma'am, using a hybrid approach, we recommend. Hybrid is a combination of both collaborative and content-based filtering. Using these filtering techniques, we recommend to the user. There is no through Google form or surveys. Actually, not that there are some filtering approaches we have used. Ma'am, as I told earlier, filtering approach जो है user की preferences and historical data उसके basis पे recommend करेगा. Recommendation तो
कौन सी प्रोबेबिलिटी ये भी हमारी समझ में नहीं आ रहा. क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी है?
मैम एक्चुअली जैसे गूगल फॉर्म के थ्रू हमने डेटा कलेक्ट किया था कि स्टूडेंट किस टाइम पढ़ रहा है, क्या उसकी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं. तो मतलब हमारे पास कुछ क्वेश्चंस थे, अभी मेरे पास नहीं है, लेकिन अप्रॉक्स 300 मैम मैंने अपने कॉलेज से डेटा कलेक्ट किया था. मैम डेटा कलेक्ट करने के बाद जो उसकी मैम रिकमेंडेशन approach use की and yes.
तो और डेवलप करोगे फिर वही
जैसे मैम कोई एकेडमिक में स्कोर नहीं कर पा रहा है, मान लीजिए उसने हमने टाइमिंग्स
अगर मैन्युअली किया इस चीज को ये कोडिंग कैसे किया मैन्युअली किया एडमिट करने को हमने अपना डेटा दिया और मैन्युअली इसको रिकॉग्नाइज किया कि ये अच्छा नहीं कर रहा था कैसे
मैम तो जो उसकी परफॉर्मेंस है उसके परसेंटेज के थ्रू के उसके लो परसेंटेज है तो उसको कैसे इम्प्रूव कर सकता है? Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Muskan Agrawal and Gaurang Bansal. Now, I would like to hand over the mic to the Harsh Gupta and Divya for proceeding further presentation.
मेरा तो फ्री था वो तो बोलने का देरी क्वेश्चन नंबर दे रहा था क्या होगा वो तो बोलने की जनता चाहिए जनता कम करेगी कोई और भी है कोई और भी है तो खड़ा था मैं भी करूँ हाँ हो गया सब
सर म्यूट कर लीजिएगा वहाँ से, हमारी आवाज़ जा रही है।
हमारी आवाज उनके पास है कि नहीं?
एक मिनट सर, हाँ उनसे चेक कर लीजिए आप क्या सबमिट करके। आप एक मिनट, हाँ वो स्टार्ट करिए तो उसको कॉल करो।
Able to hear us, guys?
Yes sir, coming.
Hello, good afternoon to all participants. I am audible to all. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Shiba sir. I am audible.
Yes,
Okay. Have you ready for presentation?
yes, of course.
Okay. So, please share. We have allowed you. Please share your presentation. Share screen.
Okay.
Hello, sir. You are able to share your screen?
I'm trying to.
Okay, try. Please try. Hello, sir. Hello.
Are you able to?
Yes, Shiva sir, you are ready to. You are able to share your screen.
Yeah, I've already
Okay.
said it.
Okay. Sir, please wait a 1 minute. We have to start, and after call your name, then you are able to present.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the innovative minds gathered here. Good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the innovative minds gathered here.
फॉलो वायरलेस ये वायरलेस माइक की कहाँ से निकालना
सुमित सर का फोन है तुम्हारे पास कोई वो है मोबाइल पे से सुमित सर को मैसेज किया जा सकता है हाँ
अकाउंट में बैठना है वो तो मैडम का लैपटॉप है ना उसे उसकी कॉपी करानी है बस लॉकर की चलो ठीक है देखता हूँ
हाँ सही है
हेलो
हाँ हेलो हाँ बंद करके पहुँचा दो तो तुम्हारे से नहीं कर रहा है तो तुम्हें सर को फोन करो नहीं लगा गुरु मैसेज करो ऑनलाइन खोल रखे होंगे अपने सिस्टम पे व्हाट्सएप मैसेज करो ये 220 को नहीं हुआ हाँ not working, live screen not working. सुमित सर को पर्सनली किया है बोल दो जो लेके जाए उनके पास नहीं तुमको वहाँ
Good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to Innovative Minds Gather here.
From the heart of innovation at Sharda University, Anand School of Engineering and Technology, Agra, we bring you to the AI and Cybersecurity Conclave 2K25 paper presentation.
I'm Diga Maliwal, and alongside me is the enthusiastic and ever-curious Farsh Gupta.
And together, we'll be your host for today's exciting and inspiring events that celebrates innovation, creativity, and cutting edge of technology.
This conclave isn't just a gathering, it's a movement, a celebration of minds that dare to think differently and take bold steps towards creating a safer, AI smarter, and more innovative future.
This year's theme, Securing the Future of Innovation, challenges us to rethink the way we approach artificial intelligence and cyber defense. Together, we'll explore groundbreaking ideas that shape a world where technologies empowers and protect the elements of human being.
Today is not just about presenting ideas. It's an ignited conversations, inspiring exchange, and building a collaborative future.
From predictive algorithms that decodes complex patterns to secure digital framework and stand resilient in the face of threats.
To ethical AI systems that prioritize fairness and equity and encryption technologies that redefine digital security, that this event is a powerhouse of forward-thinking solutions.
And the beauty of all, these ideas come from you, students, scholars, and innovators who dare to disrupt the norms, challenges conventional wisdom, and rewrite the rules of what possible.
Throughout this day, you will witness ideas that are bold, transformative, and designed to tackle real-world challenges. Each presentation is a step toward a future that blends creativity with responsibility, innovation with integrity, and technology with purpose.
So, as we embark on this remarkable journey. Let's keep an open mind, embrace diverse perspective, and celebrate the relentless pursuit of progress.
Let's cheer for every idea, applaud for every effort, and most importantly, learn from, inspire from each other to innovate fearlessly.
Let's get ready to experience innovation at its finest, where passion meets intellect and vision meets execution.
With that, let's kickstart the journey into the future, one groundbreaking paper at a time.
Welcome to the AI and Cybersecurity Conclave 2K25 paper presentation. This call to Shiva sir, please. I would like to call Shiva sir for the presentation.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks to Anand School of Engineering Technology for providing this opportunities.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry for the interruption, but can you please open your camera?
Sure. Just checking out. Okay, are you guys able to?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Alright, sounds good. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for providing this opportunity, and thanks to the Anand School of Engineering Technology for setting this opportunity to me as well. My name is Siva Kenda. I am around 15 years of experience in IT. Currently working in an organization where we're exploring different products based on the business intelligence, machine learning, cybersecurity, and all sort of things. So the purpose of today's meeting, I would like to present a short idea about the evolving AI and how to be striking a balance between innovation, and the safeguard points. I know this is a very short presentation, will not take much time. Would like to touch upon some of the bullet points, and probably we can go through some of the points that we like to discuss. Having said that, so on the AI governance perspective, so the artificial intelligence technologies are maintain a transform societies very globally, and rising massive concerns about the privateness and safety regards. So we are trying to examine the evolving concept of AI privateness policies across different areas, figuring out the gaps and implementing some of the challenges that need to be addressed in our day-to-day life. So with regards to that, the purpose of this AI is, there are some key challenges, because we're last 10 years or so, we are very much into AI, knowingly or unknowingly. So there are some regulatory gaps. They are still evolving, and the complex implementation about the jurisdictions and the balancing innovations with protection and individual rights. So there is a need to fill some of this gap as you go, in future. So I'd like to touch upon some of the points. So as you know, right now the industry is going towards the AI, the rapid adoption of AI in every sector of life, and it is creating unprecedented global challenges in terms of privacy and protecting protecting the privacy of the person. So in a sense, when you talk about privacy, right, it's about people's data, often the personal, sensitive, and identifying it is being collected without the knowing, because that's the nature of the AI. And why it's a problem? Because it can violate the trust of some of the individual rights. And in order to tackle this kind of situations, we have some of the regulatory bodies already in place, like the GDPR, CCPA. There are some organizations who is oversees the compliance measures for AI sort of things. you know Typical example, things like the facial recognition data scrapped from public photos without your consent. So that's a violation. So these are some of the regulations that it can protect this kind of misuses. And what it means is data used to train AI may reflect basics of incomplete representation of groups, and the AI then can produce some of the discriminatory results in different aspects. So, in order to tackle that, the widespread AI adoption has amplified the privacy concerns globally, especially in data-intensive applications. The AI, the base of the AI is collection of data from huge data sources, and we have the GPU-based processing to try to train and produce the result out of it. So, for example, existing privacy laws are often not sufficient enough to address some of the unique risks, and the drivers of global regulatory response need to be refined and fine-tuned day-to-day basis. And so there is a need to comprehensive framework that should address some of the privacy concerns, as you go further on this journey. So the purpose model that, based on this paper, what I'm trying to find out is the general data protection regulations need to adopt some of the higher standard wins approach. So building your AI system is to comply strict applicable regulations like GDPR, and implementing a unified data governance model. So the technical standards and certifications, so there is a need to, in order to protect the AI, there is a need to have a privacy presenting resolving AI standards. And so there are some third-party certifications that is still in the process of evolving, validating AI systems compliance and private regulations, and of course some of the capacity buildings, technical assistance for developing countries. AI is it's an expensive affair in terms of different experts, whether it is the investment on the collecting their data, processing a huge amount of data, and producing output. So regulatory training will equip privacy authorities with AI-specific skills and public educational and risk rights as well. So some of the recommendations I like to present with this part of this paper is for policymakers to adopt risk-based regulations and foster the international coordination, because data being collected across the globe to present the outcome. And AI developers and the deployers need to be trained on end-to-end privacy governance and use some of the enhancing technologies. It is every day, it's an evolving market where we will need to learn and adopt new technologies based on the needs. So the standardization and documentation format ensure clear and consistent reporting of privacy and civil society involvement as well. So some of the very high level bullet points is data minimization. If some of the principal concept, that means use, whenever you are developing an AI model, use minimum data that is required, which is called data minimizations. And then we need to protect the data being collected with different mechanisms like encryption at rest or encryption while transit. So those are some of the concepts that you can use at the time of development. So the international basic standards is a kind of agreement on basic principle, including the objectives and boundaries and to openness and security. And also, it is important for the policymakers to have policy design for the AI development and deploys for standard organizations and civil society and different aspects. So it is still an emerging market. There are a lot of concerns around utilization of AI in terms of data privacy, but the boards and now the regulatory boards, they are evolving day to day, and I hope in future you will have a better control on the AI as it goes. So AI and privacy interest is complex, as everybody knows. It's always evolving and requiring multi-phase governance strategies. There is no single regulatory model is sufficient. Global coordination is flexible, and layered approach is essential. And also the AI's rapid integration into critical sectors highlights the stake of effective private governance. And finally, the sustainable AI governance ecosystem must preserve core privacy rights while supporting the responsible innovation. So I wanted to conclude that with saying that it's an evolving technology, new things are coming up, and at the same time we have some regulations in place, but it is a need of in future to have more adaptive, comprehensive strategies and rules and regulations to be in compliance. All right, so that's about it from my side. Very short period of time. I wanted to thank everyone again and best of luck.
Thank you, sir. That was a remarkable presentation, sir. Very well done, sir. So I would like again, sir, to present another topic, the AI revolution in data science, shaping the future analytics.
Look, anyone has the question regarding this presentation, previous, open to house for the presentation? Sir, with your permission, sir? Shiva, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I will take only 1 minute. Anyone? Yes, one question, sir. एक मिनट सर वेट सर वन क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द जजेस
Absolutely.
यस सर can you come sir, you can ask from here. Yes.
Shiva sir, actually you have discussed so many things regarding the consent. Suppose I am going to perform a research over the animals. So in that situation, what we are doing, actually we are just taking the consent from the particular organization. And you have discussed a number of organizations here. So how this organization will come into the pictures? Suppose you are working over the your research is on the animal. So how this organization will come into the pictures in this scenario?
Okay, that's a good question. So it depends on the industry. For example, whenever you go to the marketplace and work with different industries, different regulations apply to different industry. For example, if you go to a healthcare sector, right? AI is getting a lot of, these days you'll find most of the healthcare organizations are using AI. So they have to the role of HIPAA, HIPPA. So under HIPAA, they have regulations and rules and regulations with regards to the AI. Similarly, for banking and finance, right? If you wanted to go to an AI solution or developing an AI solution for BFSI, so there is a regulation in tech to the finance industry. So these rules and regulations are still evolving, but it's not very tightly enough, and it is not so easy to comply with that. In the sense that there are regulations implication, or they are particularly applicable to US, for example. It may not be the same thing for India or some other countries, right? European Union has separate regulations, so it is a complex, but at the same time, the best way to approach this is go to the segment and try to find out what regulations applies to them in terms of the AI, and go from there. So I like to, that's my opinion.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. There is also a query from Ramji sir. I am just asking him for their query.
Okay.
Sir, Ramji sir, please. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello. Tiba sir, like I have one question. So your topic was on global EA and privacy regulations. And when you say about the global EA, how do you rate? Because different countries have different privacy regulations, policies, and procedures. How do you rate various countries, and what kind of steps, especially when you say with respect to India is concerned, maybe since you are analyzing the various privacy regulations of various countries, what kind of steps still we need to India has to improve on it?
All right. Yeah, I mean, it is not 100% clear cut in the in the industry standards, but at the same time, if you go to a particular industry, right? For example, a bank organization or in healthcare or anything, so they are bound to have some regulations about data movement. For example, the data will not move to certain data centers if it has containing the PII information or the personal information. So there are regulations in place which will ensure that no matter, we cannot send your data from one country to another country or one data center to another data center. So those kind of regulations are already in place. So although you can see, the normal data may be visible to everywhere else, but data related to specific aspects will not be shared. I think that is being bound by the local regulator body. India has a regulation body for compliance, data compliance, and same as for other countries as well.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful presentation. And sir, there is a reminder that for each presentation of every contestant, there is only 8 minutes of time allotment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Now, sir, I would like to ask you for your presentation on AI revolution in data science, shaping the future of analytics.
Okay. Let me. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Sorry, sir, but we are not able to actually see your screen.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right, I believe you can see that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so this is all about, this presentation is for the AI revolution in data science and shaping the future of analytics. And analytics, you may be aware that it is playing a huge role in the AI. So the data science has undergone a significant transformation over the last 10 years and evolving from a focus on statistical analytics to a multidisciplinary domain kind of analysis. And so the rise of artificial intelligence is the fundamental element of the data science toolkit, have a paradigm shift on the analytic practices.
प्रोग्राम खत्म हो गया
So the integration has allowed different organizations to progress from conventional descriptive and diagnostic analysis to more advanced predictive analytics. In past, for example, the business intelligence systems were already been there, but it was limited to the processing standards. The capacity was always limited to certain organizations or certain boundaries. But with the AI, the sky is the limit in terms of processing data. So the emergence of AI is a central component within the data science toolkit. Also represents the significant paradigm shift in the analytical methodologies, because more data is available and the processing, the compute, with the available of compute and processing, we can use the very efficiently in the use of AI. So, because we have a large scale data is available, and it poses the data quality issues. Things like gaps in the data set. Some records don't have values in all fields, so models may make inaccurate predictions or the trend analysis, and sometimes the incorrect or noisy data. That means data contains error, typo, repeated data, imbalanced or outdated data. So the basic principle of AI, is collection of data, right? We have different data sources, different data sets available. It's been collected into a central place and produce an analytics out of it. So in the literature review, the theoretical foundation of trend and AI integration. As I told you, the early focus was on algorithm design and the computational efficiency before this AI was evolved. And right now, in the current state, the emphasis is more on the system architecture, the organizational adoptions, patterns, and ethical and moral considerations. Things like the architecture of AI, it's different. It's like using the GPU based technology coming out of the CPU. The cloud plays a very critical role in terms of the processing power. So, and the organizational implementation and adoption is also a key challenge, because many industries we will find not 100%, having they know the challenges on the AI. So adoption is people are very careful in terms of adopting AI in the organization itself, and the ethical consideration of AI is also definitely in a point of discussion. So the literature highlights growing concerns around the algorithms being used and the privacy of the data protection and the transparency of AI systems as well. So the motivation for this work is the AI is growing, and yet integration with traditional analytics remains fragmented. It's a paradigm shift for the organizations to go from the traditional analytics versus the AI-based analytics. So, and the existing models focus heavily on the technical performance, often neglecting the organizational fit and ethical compliances, whereas the gap in the research on human AI collaboration models that enhances the real world environment. Okay, so there are challenges such as data quality and talent scarcity, of course, is one of the issues, and the explanatory demands for more comprehensive integration approach. So in terms of the proposed model, we have collected some of the case studies examining AI implementation across three different sectors. One is healthcare, financial, and one manufacturing sector. So advanced machine learning framework. The machine learning has developed significantly beyond traditional, regardless of the classification algorithms and sophisticated approaches with high dimensional data. And then the natural language processing is another aspect of AI with the recent advances in NLP or natural language processing have transformed the organizations from the unstructured textual data and the domain-specific applications of this tech. Yeah, so the domain-specific applications, for example,
Excuse me, sir.
technologies include. Yeah, hello.
Sir, a gentle reminder to conclude your presentation. The time is going to end.
Okay. So I just wanted to conclude. The case studies that we have highlighted on this paper, for the financial sectors, with the implementation of effective AI will reduce the false positiveness of the fraud protection to 37%, and same thing for the estimated 28 million revenue savings for year for the organizations for the financial sector that we have highlighted, and same thing for the manufacturing. The case study industrial manufacturing, the robotics process adjustment, we will find the reduced rate by 32% and the inspection cost by 42%. So I know this time is short. We're not able to analyze, go through each and every of these case studies being performed in this paper. But I'd like to thank you everyone again for your presence and let me know. Giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Now we're welcoming the question from the panels.
Okay. Hi. Yes, absolutely. Good question. So the thing is that GPU, for example, I as an organization, as a company, I cannot afford a GPU in my computers, in my data center. Okay, so you will find 99% of the AI data is being processed with the help of cloud. Okay, so for example, in our organization, we use the Spark, the Azure machine learning. There is an application called Spark, right? So for the using the Spark engine, you can spin up the GPUs as you need. For example, today I'm processing 5 million records, so I will leverage the GPU available in the cloud to spin those resources, and it will take 1 hour, let's say, to consume or process the data, right? And then the Spark process will stop. So that means I am using my GPU as a service. I am not having a GPU installed on my data center. So like that, you will find, the Databricks. A lot of different companies have GPU installed in the data center. NVIDIA chips are the ones who driving this, and you can use this based on need. And they're very expensive. That they're built based on the timing. So we use for specific times. It has been scheduled, and it will spin up the GPU and it will release the compute back when it's not needed. That's how it has been practiced, a common practice across the industry.
Thank you, sir. Sir, would you like to come up with your third presentation, or we may just ask another presenter to present there?
If you give me 5 minutes back, that will be great if you can.
Okay, so now I would like Mr. Sai Atmaram sir to present the paper on AI-driven revenues optimization for online insurance recommendation. Sir. Mr. Akaram sir.
Just give me a second. There is a call.
Sir, are you there?
Yeah, I'm shared.
Sure, sir.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for Anand School of Consumer Technology for giving me this opportunity. I would like to continue with the paper, which is titled AI-driven overview optimization for online insurance recommendations. So I will try to keep the presentation short and contentful. So let me go ahead. So this is, I'll go to introduction. So in today's world, like online insurance platforms are booming, especially via mobile apps. While these platforms improve accessibility, they face a big challenge: how to recommend the right products without really overwhelming the users. So traditional recommendation systems focus on engagement or conversions, but they often miss one key goal, like maximizing revenue. So this research explores how AI can actually solve that. There is already rich research in multitask learning across fields like video streaming and different digital ads and all. But most models aim to boost conversion rates, not actual revenue. So that is one thing. And traditional feature sharing techniques, they basically struggle to handle the unique complexity of the insurance products.
So my work builds on this gap and adapts these ideas to insurance domain. So what is the motivation? So insurance purchases are rare compared to retail. So data is not really so much. Plus a model that simply pushes high conversion products may miss the mark. Like cheaper policies
Excuse me, sir.
convert more.
Sorry to
less.
disturb. Sir, can you please on your camera?
Oh yeah, sure. I'm so sorry. My apologies. I thought I turned it on.
No problem.
Yeah. Yeah, the motivation here is to develop a model that ranks products not just to convert users but also to boost the platform revenues. So the proposed model, a solution is called Revman. It's a two-stage model. So I'll call it Revman because it's a short form, revenue aware multitask network. So first it uses a selective attentive multitask network, SLMN we call it, to estimate to estimate conversion rates across different customer scenarios. Then it applies the reinforcement learning to learn a discount factor and adjust these predictions to favor revenue. So we balance conversion with value. So result analysis. Offline experiment showed revenue boost up to 11.3%, and testing in the real world conditions showed even more up to 16.3% gain. We even saw smart behavior. Premium products with a lower conversion got more exposure, while cheaper ones still maintained their performance. This proves that Revman balances revenue and also engagement smart. Yeah, to wrap this up, Revman effectively combines deep learning and reinforcement learning to boost insurance recommendations. It adapts to sparse data, aligns with business goals, and shows proven impact on revenue. So this framework can potentially reshape how digital insurance platforms make intelligent decisions. So, and I put all the references, the key citations in the paper, but I have just added a few here. Yeah, these are just few foundational works that really put me into this research in the area. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Sir?
Sir, yeah, I can hear you.
Sir, can you display your first slide, please?
Okay, just give me 1 second. I think I stopped here.
Sir, please share your first screen.
Is this for me?
Can you see it, sir?
No, sir, it's not visible. Yes, sir. The first slide.
The very first slide, right?
No, sir, the first slide. The title slide.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, ma'am. So it's called revenue aware ranking optimization, ma'am. So basically the concept is like adjusted conversion rate using a discount factor of divided to y to reflect the revenue impact and all. So and the main objective is like to maximize the total revenue, not just conversions. So yeah. So we got few some data from insurance agencies here, ma'am. The most of the data is public, but we had to collaborate with some other agencies to get some private data as well to get taken some permissions here with the agencies.
Well structured and well presented. Now I would like to serve to present another topic, machine learning approaches for predicting flood insurance claims and risk assessment.
Yeah. Over acknowledging, sir. So this is my other paper. So here, the title of my paper is Machine Learning Approaches for Predicting Flood Insurance Claims and Risk Assessment. So let me go into the topic. So going to introduction. Floods are like the most frequent and damaging natural disasters globally. So between like 1998 and 2017 alone, they caused trillions in damages. As climate change worsens, traditional static models fail to keep up. So that's where this research actually came in. By applying machine learning, we aim to predict flood insurance claims more accurately and help insurance manage risk in a proactive manner. So earlier studies used climate simulations and hydrological models to estimate flood impact. Like MFIP data has been a key resources in this area. I mean, recent research also shows that AI, particularly decision trees, neural networks, and hybrid models outperform these traditional methods, especially when merged with geospatial and economic data. So the motivation behind this work lies in three areas. First, available data is often sparse and outdated, especially as climate patterns shift. Second is using historical data without adjustment. I mean, it can be like misled. It can give the predictions which are like misleading. So, and the third one is insurance need local bias and interpretable insights. So this basically demands bias corrected adaptive machine learning models and all. So the model. So built the model using 2.5 million FEMA claims, because our core requisites were extreme gradient boosting, XG boost, pollen count, traditional GMS and Gaussian processes. These were trained to predict claim amounts. To improve realism, we apply bias correction using parametric distributions like Berg and Google. These help align predicted loss distributions with observed ones. Okay. Coming to result analysis, like among the models, XG boost performed best with the lower normalized errors in most test regions. So CGANs and GPs and potential that suffered from convergence issues in areas like Miami-Dade. So these are the counties we get the data for. We also tested it with rainfall data helps. It did, of course. In Cook County, for example, the R-square improved significantly when recent precipitation data was included as a feature. So, we analyze the performance over time using two approaches: rolling windows and cumulative training. Rolling window methods better maintain accuracy as climate conditions evolve. Our bias correction process significantly improved distributional alignment. In Harris County, the KL divergence dropped drastically post adjustment. This shows how critical post processing is the realistic purpose. So, in conclusion, advanced ML models offer real advantages over static models for flood insurance prediction. Environmental factors, especially rainfall data, enhance the reliability. And without correcting prediction biases, even good models can mislead. The approach brings everything together: data, learning, and statistical adjustment to help insurers make better decisions. So here are these are just references that laid the foundation for this study, covering data mining, risk modeling, and here. Full references I have added in the paper.
Hello. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to call Sibaram Prasad sir to present their third presentation on Cybercrime 2.0, tackling new threats with advanced forensic tools. Sir, are you there?
Yeah. So actually, is it okay for me to say the other one, other paper, which is the large language model, natural language processing and large language model?
Yeah, sir. You can, please.
Okay. Let me share my screen.
Sir, you have to conclude within 5 minutes. All the presentation.
You want to take a break? Please let me know when you are ready.
Yeah, sir. You can go ahead.
Alright. So this paper is all about the natural language processing, which is NLP, and the large language model and its advancements, applications, and some of the challenges. So to begin with, the NLP, which is the natural language processing, is basically a branch of AI that focuses on the enabling computers to understand, interpret, generate, and respond the human language in a way that are both meaningful and useful. On the other hand, the LLM, which is large language models, are a set of advanced AI systems that are trained to understand, generate, and manipulate human language by processing massive amount of text data. And in simple terms, the LLMs are superpower text breaks because it processes huge amount of data, and they have reads huge parts of the internet and can write, summarize, translate, things like your GPT or the bot by Google, or Llama by Meta, Gemini. These are all the examples of large language model. And so going to the literature review. So the large language model, it has evolved to, from the instruction to the more of a transformer in the AI space. So when I talk about the transformers, right, it's a type of neural network architecture that transforms or changes or any of the AI tools today. So it has the representational arm, which reinforces stereotypes and unequal service, and the allocation of them. So there are different kind of challenges right now in the AI space, and the security and safety risk is also another one, because the misinformation generation, capable of generating false and inconvenient data, social engineering. So these are some of the challenges, it's posed in the current AI systems. And of course, the AIs, it has an environmental impact on the to train the model. It's very expensive, very resource intensive, and also it poses some issues on the energy and climate resource consumption as well. So on the proposed model, based on the way the AI is emerging and it's being used, so there is a need to improve the efficiency and improvements with different aspects. Things like the model compression, right? So whenever we are deploying different models for the AI, you need to take care of the model compression and the spare activation. The specialized hardware need to be adapted, and of course the algorithms being used while developing in AI applications. And also, if you align to the safety research and the preference learning, pastoral AI, and entrepreneurial evaluations. So these are some of the things can be done to improve the efficiency of the AI, at the same time taking care of the environment, etc. So this will result in human AI collaboration, more effective interactive systems, and mixed initiative interaction, and of course it will interpret the feedback. Finally, the social implications like economic impact and the productive enhancements, and the personalized learning and critical thinking challenges. So this is just a analysis of the current AI and different forms of AI and how it is emerging. And finally, the LP and large model language models from tools of sexual technologies is to powerful transformer architecture. We can reduce the amount of processing powers. Okay, so I think that will be it. If you have any questions, we can discuss.
Now, thank you, sir. Now we will let call Mr. Sadhanand sir for their presentation on AI powered analytics, a new era in data science. Sir, you want to say something? Siva sir?
I'm done actually.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Sadhanand sir? Okay then. Miss Tanya Pathak ma'am for their advanced layered security for user authentication.
Yes,
Ma'am, a request for you. Please turn on the camera and please try to wind up your presentation within 5 to 6 minutes.
yes.
Ma'am, you may start now.
Just a second, and then do some work.
Sure, ma'am.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, your screen is completely visible.
Okay, so my name is Tanya Patil. Actually, I'm able to hear my own code.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Hello. Yes. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tanya Pathak, and I'm here to present presentation on advanced layer security for user authentication. So, we are total 5 of members. My co-authors are Swam Sarvi, Shriyas Suryavanshi, Amir Lomte, and Sankaji Lambe. So, I'll start with the presentation directly. So, the table of contents are introduction, literature review, motivation for the proposed work, proposed model, result analysis, conclusion, and references. So let us know first of all, like under my domain, like what is security? Security is all about being safe, that is free from danger, harm or fear. Security is a fundamental concept that is important to us individually, nationally and globally. So now we have known that what is security. So so now let us know. Let's go to introduction. Like in today's digital landscape, securing user authentication is more critical than ever as cyber threats grow in sophistication. Traditional single-layer authentication methods like simple passwords have become increasingly inadequate. To combat this evolving threats, organizations are shifting towards advanced layer security models that integrate multiple authentication mechanisms to verify user identities more reliably and securely. So basically, what does our model do is we have two-factor authentication that we know, but there's one more factor that we have added for the threats that are in the market to or to have more safety in it and for this thing. So the literature review we can see there are traditional authentication limitations, multi-factor authentication, biometric authentication, behavioral biometric, and you can see
Excuse
the
me, ma'am.
rest of them.
Hold on, please. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm finding out. Motivation.
Tanya, you heard me? Hello? Tanya, I'm audible?
Yeah.
Yes, show your show your proposed model.
Yeah. So,
Please elaborate this. Please elaborate this.
yes. So we can see that first we have to log in. We have to register in our model. then we have to use a user ID login, and then if you are approved, again I am able to hear my own voice. Hello.
Yes, yes, Tanya, carry on.
Yes, I am able to hear my own voice, also I am not able to present.
Okay, show your result analysis.
Yes. So there are some of the pictures.
Okay, alright.
And result analysis.
Okay. Show your title slide. Show your title slide.
Yeah.
First slide, title slide. Okay. First slide.
Yes.
Advanced layer security for user authentication. Okay. Tanya, tell me which technique you are using in your paper.
Sorry?
Which technique you are using in your paper?
We are using multi-factor authentication.
Multi-factor authentication. All right. Okay. And which one? 128 or 256 byte?
It is 120.
128. And how can you apply this method?
Sorry?
How would you apply this method in practical life?
In practical, that application only. Whichever
Okay. Then show your conclusion. Show your conclusion. All right. So you're combining multiple authentication factor and security, right? So how do you improve authentication?
Sorry?
How do you improve your authentication reliability? You have mentioned in your list.
We could like use the three-step authentication, like more security, or first the iris method and then go to the two method. So that is the most unique thing to have,
Okay, Tanya, thank you so much. You may leave now. Okay, thank you.
Yes, thanks a lot.
Next, I call to Miss Jyoti Nagpal. You may leave. Tanya, stop your sharing screen. Tanya, okay. Now next is Mr. Parvez Khan, sir. Mr. Parvez Khan is present here. Mr. Parvez Khan. Okay, Mr. British Kumar Sharma, sir. Hello. Mr. Kumar. Okay, sir. Please present yourself, unmute yourself, present your presentation and on your camera.
Okay.
Sir, I request you to please conclude all the sessions, your presentation in the 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for providing me opportunity to audible and visible.
Yes, sir, you are audible and visible too.
Okay. So my topic is harnessing deep learning for malware detection, a comprehensive review with explainable AI insight. So if I talk about my topic, basically malware attacks are happening all over the world in every second. So as per the latest data, the 190,000 new malware attacks are happening all over the world every second, and they are costing very high. So in 2023, the cost was around $8 trillion, but it is going to be around $24 trillion by 2027. And our traditional methods are struggling to keep up the pace, the evolving nature of malware. So traditional methods can only detect up to 40 to 45%. But our intelligent methods, combining deep learning and AI methods, they can detect up to 97 to 98% methods. But I'm trying to include XAI, explainable AI, because our traditional models, basically they lack the nature of interpretability. So we are not getting the exact nature of output, how this model is producing the output. So XAI models help us to understand the exact output nature. So I am covering this XAI feature in DL methods. So I have covered a lot of papers for this review paper, and these papers have covered various DL models and XAI models. and detail I have provided in paper. I also included various data sets that is available at present, latest, that is used by the many prominent scientists and researchers nowadays. My main motivation for the proposed work is the rapidly evolving malware threats. So malwares are changing their nature very rapidly. So our current methods are not able to detect them. Deep learning is providing a very good security aspect to detect them as early as possible. And interpretability models can explain the outputs, whether the classification done by the deep learning is right or wrong. The limitation of previous surveys are like they lack focus on explainability. So nobody has included the explainability in their previous surveys. Outdated fragmented coverage. They have covered a previous lot of old data, but not recent one. And my paper having the data coverage from 2019 to 2024. And they also neglected hybrid deep learning models. Those have better functionality and better accuracy. The survey methodology that I adopted in my paper is Prisma guidelines I have followed. So Prisma guidelines have 4 steps. So in identification phase, I got around 190 papers. And out of these papers, I selected almost 179 papers after preliminary screening. Then in eligibility phase, almost 55 papers I rejected because of the keyword matching that I selected for my research. And out of that, some relevance issue, I again removed around 67 papers. So I finally got around 60 papers to do my survey. So on the discussion of this study, I got some good results, like various papers they covered the which models. So DL model, like 18 papers they covered CNN model extensively. Then RNN covered by the 9. Then hybrid models covered by the 12. Autoencoder models covered by the 5. Transformer model covered by the 4. So various DL models are covered by my selection of papers. Then I adopted the papers whether they have adopted the XAI models or not. So CNN model, like they have collected, they have included the SEP and GradCam and LIME models. RNN models, they have integrated the LIME. So SEP and LIME, these 2 models are predominantly used by the various DL models for their research. Accuracy that I found in my papers that I covered with the models, those have CNN model, their average accuracy was 96% and accuracy range was 90 to 99%. RNN models, they have accuracy around 94% and their range was 90 to 97%. So similarly, you can see for various models, DL models have around above 93-94% accuracy and their range vary from 88 to 95%. And last, I can conclude that this survey reviewed around 60 recent studies on deep learning that no one has done it till now. And main focus was on explainable AI integration so that we can use this to explain our results. And out of this discussion, I can say that CNN and hybrid models emerge as the most effective and they are achieving around 95% accuracy. XAI methods like SEP and LIME, they are being adopted increasingly. But there are certain issues are there that we need to solve in future as well. First, a lack of standardized data sets. There are very few data sets are available in this field. And many studies that have done till now, they do not address the real-time constraints or adversarial robustness in this field. So overall, I can say that explainability inclusion is very, very essential for trust and adoption in cybersecurity. So the future work that I am also doing and my suggestion for the other researcher is that we should focus on explainability by designing models and deployment-oriented evaluation. This is my references list. So around 10-20 papers I have given there in my paper and I have covered almost 60 papers. So this is all about my presentation. Thank you very much for providing me this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Any question from the audience? Okay.
Brajesh sir, thank you so much, sir, for your nice presentation.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
May I leave, ma'am?
Yes, sir, you may leave, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
I'll call to next to Mr. Akhil Jain. Mr. Akhil Jain?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
ma'am. Yes.
Yes, sir. Akhil,
Sure.
please join, unmute yourself, okay, and share your screen and open your camera.
Okay, ma'am.
On your camera.
Yes, ma'am. Well, sir. Am I visible?
Yes, yes, yes. Very much. Good. Very good.
So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Akhil Jain, a BTech student in Computer Science and Engineering from MIT Square year. Today, I will be presenting my research titled AI-powered enhanced crop health monitoring system using drone remote sensing data. So, here is a brief overview of what I covered today. So, I'll start with the introduction. I'll let you know that by 2015, the global population is projected to reach nearly by 9 billion. So this presents an urgent challenge. How can we grow more food sustainably? Traditional crop health monitoring methods like manual field surveys and lab tests are too slow and resource.
Akhil,
Yes, ma'am.
Akhil, share your proposed model. Share your proposed model.
Yes, ma'am. So here is my proposed model. I propose STANET, a spatio-temporal attention network custom built for UAV-based crop monitoring. It has 3 parts: the spatial feature extractor, which uses modified Resonate 50 to process multispectral images, capturing file details like leaf colorization or pest infestation. Second, the temporal sequence modeler, which employs bidirectional LSTMs, long short-term memories, to track how crop features change over time, which propagates both in forward and backward direction. Finally, dual attention mechanism. Yes. Dual attention mechanism, which highlights area of concern like affected leaf region and with the critical time window. So moving to the data set, this is the architecture I have used. It identifies the crop images, then goes to the feature extractor, which identifies the feature maps, and using bidirectional LSTMs, it goes to the model which identifies the crop images. And this is the result analysis. It demonstrated superior performance, achieving F1 score of 96.81% and IAU, that is intersection over union, of 91.56%, outperforming both MobileNet V2 and M2 model that were used before in this task. And the conclusion is, I want to say that a novel deep learning model designed for UAV-based precision architecture. By combining CNN, LSTMs, and dual attention mechanism, I created that model that is both highly accurate and resource efficient. Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible and visible too.
So with a compact model size of just 2.25 MB, it's ideal for real-time drone deployment. And looking ahead, I plan to integrate it with the IoT sensors and extend its applicability across diverse crops and climates. And here are the references that I have just used, spanning topics from deep learning to remote sensing and agricultural monitoring. So thank you for your attention. I would be happy to take any questions.
कर रहे हैं आप आएंगे तो हम नेक्स्ट बच्चे जाएंगे लंच के लिए तो कम फास्ट इन मीडिया सेक्टर
It is project. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are.
Participants, you have any query regarding this presentation? You can ask to the. Okay. Thank you very much. Next.
Sir, should I stop the screen?
Yes. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Now, thank you, Akhil. Now, I'll.
Sir, can I leave?
Yes.
Oh.
Now, I'd like to call Mr. Ashwini Kumar Sharma sir for their presentation on MFDI securing IoT and investigation into machine learning based false data injection attacks. To
Hello, sir.
Mr. Ashwini.
Am I audible?
Yes sir, you are.
1 second, I'm sharing the screen. Is it visible? So, good afternoon everyone. My name is Ashwani Kumar Sharma from Sir Padamkar Singhani University, and I am honored to present my research title Securing IIoT. My research title is MFDI, Securing IIoT and Investigation into Machine Learning Based False Data Injection Attacks. This work is a part of our efforts to strengthen security in industrial IoT environments using hybrid machine learning approaches. Now, introduction. The expansion of IIoT and edge computing has led a surge in a sophisticated cyber threats, especially in industrial environments. Traditional ideas, which rely on signature-based detection, often fall short when dealing with a novel or adaptive pattern in network traffic. In this research, we propose a hybrid model combining MLP and XGBoost trained on edge IoT dataset, achieving impressive result of 92.8% of accuracy and 98% of AUC. Here I have listed some of the researchers in literature review. Now for the our motivation of the research is cybersecurity threats are evolving and IoT is especially vulnerable. Real-time and accurate detection is vital for industrial safety. Existing models often lack scalability and generalization. Hybrid models like MLP and XGBoost offer deep learning and power with boosted accuracy and efficiency. Using the edge IIoT dataset, we ensure relevance and realism. Our goal is high performance. We got the 92.8% of the accuracy and 98% of AUC with generalization and across diverse threats. Now, our proposed model is our model follows a three-step architecture. First, pre-processing, clean data, handling missing value, encoded feature, and normalization inputs. Now, MLP. MLP used for the deep feature extraction, learning complex pattern through ReLU-based hidden layers. And XGBoost took the output from MLP and performed classification using gradient boosting trees. Visual aid like correlation heat map, distribution help validate our understanding and model behavior. Now the result and analysis part. Our hybrid model achieved 92.6% of test accuracy, 93% of precision, 92.6% of recall, and 92.8% of F1 score. The ROC curve shows the strong discrimination capability. The confusion metric reveals very few false alarms. Despite class imbalance, our model maintains balanced detection performance, proving its robustness. This confirms that combining deep learning with ensemble method is effective for the real-time IoT threat detection. Now conclusion. To wrap up, we have presented a hybrid IDS-based MLP plus XGBoost trained on the edge IoT dataset. The system leverages both deep pattern recognition and robust classification, delivering high accuracy and reliability, even under real-world constraints. It shows promise for future extension like federated learning and edge learning for distributed scalable deployment in industrial settings. Now I have listed some references here. Thank you. Is there any question?
Any question regarding this presentation from the candidates? Do you have any question from anyone?
Sir, if any question
I have one question regarding the methods and methodology. And what is the procedure which you have taken? Yes, please.
Sir, can I explain the procedure?
Yes, yes. I'm talking about the XG boost. So, what it will work from the methodology. That means how can we running this XG boost from the with the
Sir, in this I have used the two models, MLP and XGBoost. Means I have used the hybrid model in which MLP extract the features and give to the give as an output to the XGBoost, and XGBoost classify that our results features taken by the MLP classifier.
So, what model output given the output accuracy like XG compared if we compare the accuracy the boost in HM HMP.
Sorry.
I'm talking about the accuracy of the model from the XG boost and high model performance. ML.
Sir, from XGBoost and MLP,
Yes.
I have got the accuracy of 92.6%, precision of 93.4%, recall of 92.6%, and F1 score of 92.8%, and AUC score of 98%.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for presentation. Okay. That's.
Can I stop?
The next candidate. Yes. Next candidate. Next, I would like to call next candidate. Name? The next candidate name.
Now, I'd like to call Mr. Ramji Singh for the presentation on studies on Bihar's non-traditional energy potential with an emphasis on solar and bioenergy resources using ARIMA.
Sir, do you have problem with the screen? It's not visible. Ramji sir. Is it audible? No.
Sir, he is not in the meeting.
Hello? Disconnected. Next block.
Up next, I'd like to call Mrs. Shivangi Maurya for the presentation on helmet and number plate detection system using YOLO V10.
Hello? Ram Singh, is it audible? Mr. Ramji Singh, is it audible? Candidate? You are connected or not? Please reply. Okay, no problem. I think Okay. Visible. Okay. Presentation. Hello. Ramji Singh. Mr. Ramji Singh. Is it audible? You are sharing the screen, but not voice is not coming properly. Please unmute Ramji Singh sir. Unmute your voice. I think Ramji Singh sir is disconnected, so no problem. Next candidate. We will move to next candidate.
Now, I would like to call Mr. Arjun, sir, for their presentation on next generation DNS security, a machine learning driven approach with federated learning and privacy preserving techniques. Sir Ramji, sir. Sir, Shivangi ma'am है नहीं, I think, meeting. To Mr. Arjun.
Good afternoon. I'm audible. Yeah, I'm Rajat Raghunath. I'll be presenting for the next gen DNS security.
Yeah, but the candidate name is different.
Yeah, the one who submitted is Arjun, and the presenter is how they presented.
Okay. So your good name is Rajat. Okay, fine.
Rajat. Yeah, is it visible?
Yeah, you are visible and audible, and you may start now.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rajat Raghunath from the School of Computer Science and Engineering at Brillard Institute of Technology, Chennai. Today, I'll be presenting our research titled "The Next Generation DNS Security, a Machine Learning-Driven Approach with Federated Learning and Privacy Preservation Technique." Excuse me.
Yes.
I guess this one is unmuted.
Okay.
And just thank you. Yeah, so basically our work addresses the evolution and evolving landscape of DNS-based cyber threats and introduces a robust adaptive defense mechanism. I'll do a quick overview of my presentation. First, I'll introduce the DNS threat landscape and the limitations of current solutions. Next, I'll summarize the key findings from related research. I'll then discuss the motivation behind our work and then present our proposed model and system architecture. I'll share our result analysis and a demonstration which we performed using Wireshark. Finally, I'll be concluding with our main contributions and future directions. So, introducing the topic, DNS, which is often called as Internet's phone book, translates domain names to IP addresses. It is a critical infrastructure, but recently it has been increasingly targeted by cyber criminals. There are a lot of traditional defenses like static block lists and passive monitoring, which are no longer sufficient, especially against the advanced threat in the recent times, such as DNS tunneling and DDoS attacks. So for that, our research will introduce an adaptive machine learning driven DNS threat prevention system. Our system will focus on three key challenges. First one is faster detection, second is privacy compliance, and adapting to evolving attack patterns. We conducted a literature review and analyzed the recent research in DNS security. The first one by Guillermo and team focused on tunneling detection using supervised learning, which achieved an impressive 92% detection rate, but it had limited attack scope. The second being Nikos and team, they address DNS water torture attacks using privacy preservation techniques like Bloom filters with an 89% detection rate, and it did have a high scalability. Next one up is Abdullah and team. They used generative GANs for DNS exfiltration detection and reached 94% accuracy, but the thing is they required high computational resources. The final one being Tokyo and team, they emphasized on real-time packet classification, which achieved an impressive 97% detection rate, and it also had like very low false positives, but it came up with a complex implementation. So overall, the existing solutions struggle with either limited scope or privacy concerns or high computation demands. So our work aims to bridge these gaps. Speaking about the motivation for a proposed work, the threat landscape right now is alarming. About 70% of newly registered domains are malicious, vastly expanding the attack surface. And traditional methods like block lists can't keep up with the sophisticated evolving threats. So organizations need collaborative defense but lack secure mechanisms to share threat intelligence without risking sensitive data. Additionally, DNS tunneling even allows attackers to bypass controls and exfiltrate data undetected. So our work will be motivated by the need for a solution that is adaptive and which preserves the privacy of the users as well as collaborative among the different organizations. This is our proposed model. So basically our proposed model is following. We have privacy preservation techniques. So we'll be using encrypted Bloom filters and homomorphic encryption, which enables sharing of threat intelligence securely while keeping it in mind that the GDPR compliance is maintained and it even assures user anonymity. Then real-time threat detection, that is using lightweight ML models, instantly classifies the DNS queries and it catches on to threats missed by traditional block lists. Then we have adaptive anomaly detection. We use unsupervised learning methods like one-class SVM and clustering. Helps uncover novel attack vectors and it even reduces false positives. Then federated learning approach makes use of decentralized model training across organizations and it enhances adaptability to new threats, all doing all the same without compromising the user's data privacy. I'll explain the system architecture of a model. We leverage Wireshark for packet analysis. The network traffic is captured and passed for DNS queries. The features are then extracted and passed to a main ML pipeline for real-time classification. Then the threat intelligence is securely shared and updated via federated learning, which ensures privacy and it even adapts to new changes. So this architecture basically enables scalable and low latency DNS threat detection. Talking about a result analysis, our approach basically achieved high detection accuracy around 95.7% to 99.1% across various DNS attack types, which even outperforms traditional blocklist methods. We gained a few behavioral insights, such as detecting high volume requests to new domains, which can often be linked to phishing or command and control activity. The anomaly detection revealed critical patterns like oversized packets and port scans, which are flagged as potential DOS attacks and reconnaissance attempts. We even validated our model using simulation and real-time DNS data sets and simulated attacks, which confirms its superior performance and robustness. Here we demonstrated our system in action using Wireshark. The DNS queries were captured in real time and malicious patterns like suspicious domain requests or abnormal packet sizes, which are like much larger than the usual ones, are flagged by our ML model. And then the live analysis shows how our system provides actionable alerts and enables rapid response to DNS-based threats. To conclude, our machine learning driven approach significantly outcomes traditional methods and detects advanced DNS attacks like DNS tunneling and DNS phishing. We identified anomalies such as TCP/UDP imbalances and oversized packets, exposing data theft and DOS attempts. Then real-time context-aware analysis enables proactive defense against the recently evolving threats and the new techniques being used. The privacy preservation techniques like our Bloom filter encryption, it ensures low latency processing, ensures both compliance and high-speed performance. The research basically presented based upon recent advances in DNS security, and the references we used are listed as follows. Thank you so much for your attention, and I'm open to any questions. Yes, sir.
question regarding this presentation? One question from the
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me about the research lab that you found during your adventure so that process happened?
So basically, in the literature review, can something help you? For a second. So basically, the normal ones being used, they either make it for either ML models or federated learning. So our model which we proposed makes use of all three of them and even uses privacy preserving techniques to provide a solution. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much.
सर ऑनलाइन कितने रह गए गार्गी यू आर रेडी इसके बाद
Yes, sir.
Now I'd like to call Ms. Shivangi Maurya for the presentation for helmet and number plate detection system using YOLO V10.
Sure.
We have the limited time, so can we start? Hello Shivangi, we have the limited time. Can you start the presentation?
Yes. I'm just starting.